Good morning. Today is Thursday, October the 1st, 2020. It's about 7:20 in the morning. It's going to be a good day. And I'm waiting. It's about time for Bonnie to come. We're going to walk. We got some weird eggs this morning. We've got one chicken we think that hadn't been laying, so maybe she's going into production. That's just a little thing. And this one's soft on one side. This one's got a soft spot in it. So, those probably all came from the same chicken.
That one's all soft, and that's partially hard.
So we'll see.
That's smooth in there.
Larry's grinding off the sharp edges. We still got the rounded, the holes on the corners, but that can't be helped. And he made them smoother. Larry did a good job grinding my granite. They were pretty smooth before, but he made it better. And we got it centered on the cart better. It looks like my moss rose / portulaca is pretty much done for. This pot here looks pretty bad too. I'm going to pull it all out and put my pansies in there. I got the pansies and the snapdragon planted. Just need to give them a sip of water. And the geranium's starting to look pretty now in the cooler weather. Here's the other pot. Our neighbor 2 doors down has a noisy cow tonight. My son had his foot and ankle surgery today. They had to do quite a bit. It's caused by his AS. So it's all done now, and he's hoping to be on the mend soon. We're here at Betty's. We're going to do a little yard work. I haven't been able to mow right here because there's bricks down in there I'm going to take out so I can mow it. And if Larry can get the fire going and it's not too windy, he's going to burn that brush. This is still Friday, 12:10 is the time. And Larry's got the hose to put the fire out. So we got all those limbs burned, and he got some of the boards off the flower box up there burned. And all the bricks that were over here that I could never mow, I got those all picked up and stacked in the building, and so I could mow over it. There was another bunch of trash here that Larry got cleaned up so I could mow it. We got most of that dog fennel cut down. But we got to do this corner yet. Can't do it all in one day. But all the cement blocks was up along the fence there where I could mow, and all the dog fennel. Cut all that back. Moved the blocks all over here and cut this fennel back. So now I can mow close to the fence and where I couldn't mow before up through there. It's a lot better. There's the pile of bricks that was over in that in the middle of the yard that we moved. Cleaned out all the dirt out of all the holes so it wouldn't get dirt all over our building. These moss rose / portulaca kind of on their last legs. They're kind of scraggly. So I'm going to put the violas in here with a snapdragon.
What are you doing?
Planting the rest of my flowers. Well, there's my planter all planted again with the violas and snapdragon. And I had some left over, so I planted them on down here. There's 2 violas and the rest of the snapdragons just right here by the deck. Should be pretty and will go by all the time. My sister always used to make homemade bread, and I was always afraid to try it. But it always tasted so much better, it seemed like, than what I make in the bread maker. So I'm trying a loaf here by just making it by hand from scratch. I watched Whippoorwill Holla, her video on how to make it, and it's rising, and when it gets up a little higher, I'll be baking it. As soon as my bread got done last night, we started eating it right away while it was warm. So it turned out pretty good. It's nice and light. Looks like it might have fell just a little, but it tastes good. And I got my new bread bag here to keep it in. It's time to decorate for fall, so I put this wreath on my front door. This is my entrance table. I got it all done. I moved the tree stump with the birds on it down on the floor. And I got just a little pumpkin head and another scarecrow and all my... And Tammy sent this happy fall. She just wrote that. And I got the leaves back on the seasonal tree. This is a Halloween cross stitch that Reba made and gave to me. She does really good work. See, bats and all, pumpkins and ghosts. I got it hang here in the hall by the entrance. This is my wreath on the door that comes in from the driveway. It says Happy Halloween. And I got one pumpkin on my steps. I've got my mantle all decorated. It's about the same as last year. My little harvest gathering sign in the middle. And got a wreath up above. And got little scarecrows here. Pumpkins and squash. There's acorns there. And hickory nut, buckeye, sunflowers, another little scarecrow, and give thanks. This is Saturday, October the 3rd, and we're digging sweet potatoes. The ones we tried to dig earlier, several days back, it was just mud. So we let the garden try and dry out, but
Look at the tree.
look there. Got those. Oh, there's half of one. Those two holes is where I pulled one out earlier.
Two of them.
Yeah, I got two big nice ones out of there. Gnats are bad. Oh, there's a good one.
Two of them there.
Okay, let me get them.
Give me the camera, I'll hold them. There's another one down there.
This one?
Yeah.
These are just the right size to eat. We got all these sweet potatoes out of that one hill. There'll be more sweet potatoes than we can eat probably when we get done. Well, we're done digging our little row of sweet potatoes. Larry's glad to get that done. Chicken's back there. I came over in the golf cart to get my camera, and the chickens all came running. This is it after I added the little scarecrows. I had them up in the attic and forgot about them. So now they're on here. And I added a watermelon. Here's a little boy. And look, we finally replaced that fence that was down. That broken one, we switched out with another one. So, this is good now. The broken one is down there under the azaleas, and it goes right through and you can't even notice that it's broken and repaired. Here's my corn shocks and pumpkin and watermelon right here by the driveway, kind of near the carport. I don't think they're done.
Don't look like it.
Got another 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, let me check the bottom of it. I don't want to get burnt on the bottom. I'm trying a new recipe from Whippoorwill Holla. This is cream chip beef. And I got cat head biscuits in the oven almost done. And we just put this over the biscuits. Larry's mom used to make this when he was little, but I've never made it before. And we got some green beans back there too. My cat head biscuits are done, so we'll just put them on the plate and put the gravy over them. Larry said his mom used to put his on toast.
Yep.
It's Sunday and time for church. It's Monday morning and we're back here at the farm supply. There's Max getting chicken feed. Now that we have all the sweet potato vines pulled up and the potatoes dug, Larry's tilling up the garden again. Not sure what he's planning on planting next. Got some pretty colors in the sunset tonight. Don't think it's going to show up on the camera as pretty as it is. Light fixture was that. We're getting a new one. There it is. That's our new ceiling light in the kitchen. Nice and bright. This lighting fan hasn't worked since spring, so we're getting it repaired too, hopefully. He's putting a whole new light fixture in the kitchen, and he put a new ballast out in the TV room in that light. We had the wiring fixed on this fan. There was only 3 wires that he thought weren't quite together good enough. So we'll be using it again. Didn't have to replace it after all. And the light seems brighter than it was before. This is my new onion slicer. Using a new onion slicer. Larry's going right at it. We got all these sliced already. It's fast. I canned more onions this morning. They're all done. There's another layer down underneath there. I got my onions all labeled and the jars washed off ready to store. Got a dozen here. I had one more, but it didn't seal, so it's in the refrigerator. We're going to eat it. We came down here to the cemetery to change the flag and the flowers on Loretta's grave. Put something on for fall. We got the fall flag on and the fall flowers. She'll be ready to be okay till Christmas. Larry cleaned off the grave of his mom and stepdad. We have to get some more flowers for them. Larry and I were running errands here in town, so we stopped at Burger King and got some sandwiches and brought here. Eat them under the oak tree by the creek. It's a beautiful day, just in the 70s. Well, I think it was 80, but now it's 70s. It's nice. This is Thursday, and we're starting to work on the greenhouse some. Taking the old plastic off because we got the new to put on, but this morning we just took this patched piece off, and it was fastened to a wall there. We took all that down and reinforced this edge here. But this is where the pine tree fell on the greenhouse during Matthew. That's what made that big hole. And we'll have to do some repair and take all this other plastic off and put the new on. Might get some help for that. Larry's cabbage plant's looking good. And all of his broccoli all standing up. This broccoli came up from the seeds Larry planted. Fixed lunch for today after I got done helping Larry. So I got a meatloaf that's just a little bit bigger than a platter, and potato salad, and some cucumbers out of the garden, and deviled eggs.
What's on no?
I'm not know what I'm doing here.
I'll tell you.
Looks like a roll.
You're not going to squeeze it in your hand?
Well, it's kind of sticky. I got more sticky than.
And then she squeezed it up like. You're not.
It's bigger. You're not going to be the same size.
But I thought she squeezed it and just popped up through her.
That's what she did.
You're not going to.
I forget how far apart she put them. I mean, you know. Don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, you do.
These are going to be some huge rolls. My yeast rolls are done. They kind of look more like biscuits than rolls, but we'll see how they taste. There they are open. I put some honey and butter mixed together on it. A little crusty, but making them crunchy, but not bad for a first attempt. This is Friday the 9th of October, and we're here at the garden. See Larry's footprints down through there where he was walking. We're going to transplant these broccolis out of the pot into the garden. And the mosquitoes are out here already. This is something new for us. We ran a line to make a straight row. Usually they just wander all around. There's the broccoli all planted. I think that's the straightest we've ever had a row. Larry's adding a little water now. Larry ordered some olive trees and they're here. Larry's going off to get our great-grandkids. This is Saturday the 10th. It's our 10th wedding anniversary. So he'll be back in a little while with 3 young'uns. We're off to see the chickens.
Black and white.
I want to come in and see.
Come on.
Am I going to get
Vincent, you go see
No, these are not mean chickens. You get better look out, they'll run you down. You gotta watch where you step.
Watch out,
There's
Ken.
some chicken poopy everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, on your mark, that's it. Come on, girls. You ready?
Yeah.
Look out, they're gonna run you down.
Oh. Come on. Out.
Yeah.
You gotta do some more.
Come
here.
Here, I'll show you.
Oh, chicks. Apparently your name is G now.
Oh,
Forget the ma. It's just.
Soft like a blanket.
That's
I like
pansy.
that.
Petunia. Oh, really?
I think
well, how many do you have?
we have. I think 8 or 9.
Okay, about this, and we've got 8.
They're
Just
scared
take out a
of
little
it.
bit
I wonder why.
and throw it around. Go ahead. Do it.
Come here.
Okay.
Oh.
Not on Emma. I mean, not on Bentley.
Come over here. Come here,
He's
Bentley.
not the grass.
Check.
You might be short, but he's not the grass.
Let Bentley throw some too.
Grab it and throw it. Throw it.
Not
Do
too
it.
much.
Do it. That's a boy.
That's good. Come on.
One more.
Go ahead.
Got it?
Take one. Come on.
That's how he says chicken. Chick.
Chick, chick.
You want more? Hey, not too much.
Yeah.
Right here. Right here. Push it.
Good boy.
Wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
10.
Nope. Push it. Good job.
Mom.
More? He gives up.
You don't have patience.
There's a pig in there. Stop. It's a pig.
Yeah.
watching Mickey Mouse on the phone. She's doing Minecraft. Sorry, game is over and Haley won. Both of them.
90, 100, okay.
You'll never
That's
find
not fair!
Believe it or not, here I come, believe it or not.
That's not fair!
I found
The
you.
blankets off.
That's your house. You gotta take some toys in there.
No.
You don't like that?
No.
Oh.
You like him there.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was good.
Tail's gone.
Throw it, Bentley. Good job.
It's 2:15. There they go. All going back home. It's raining now. House is going to be quiet.
I like quiet.
This is our meal after we divided it. A lot of food there. We waited in line at Duke's about an hour to get this food. We got our champagne glasses out so we can toast our anniversary. That looks like champagne in there, but it's ginger ale. But we just like to celebrate. 10 years is a milestone.
And very courageous.
Pastor
In
Jim
verse
was preaching
9.
this morning. After Pastor Jim, we listened to Pastor Caleb and Pastor Clay. We have a noisy door. We put WD-40 on it, on the outside there. Now it's working good. Now the chickens won't know when Larry goes out the door. The garlic we planted is coming up. My walking friend Bonnie came in with me and gave her some of our extra sweet potatoes, and Larry's getting her some green peppers. So we just got done walking. I came out to pick the beans, but there was only 2 ready. Larry picked them the other day and we ate them, so I gotta have time to grow. Larry moved the chicken fence back away from the greenhouse so he can work on it. He's got some rotted boards he's got to replace. He got some replacements yesterday. First thing he's going to do is fix the hinges on this door and get it working better. The hinge screws pulled out of the door, so he's got to fix that so the door will open and shut right. Larry got the door fixed. He drilled through it and put bolts on it, so that'll make him stay. Works really easy. He's going to replace the board across the bottom here next. It's all rotted. Larry got this treated lumber yesterday to replace the rotted with. 8 foot and 10 foot.
Oh, they just as green as grass. They haven't had time to cure.
Larry's coming along. He got this long board down on the bottom nailed, and he scabbed some there. And this one he's got to push it back and up yet before he nails
I
it.
gotta do something right
With
here.
this one, 'cause it's bad at the bottom.
I'm not sure what to do there.
But he got it all dug out and the new one in there. You got it fixed there on the back. We got 2 chickens waiting to get in to lay. We got 2 chickens trying to be on the same nest. There's one over here. I don't know if that's sharing or not sharing. The other one don't want to move. This is where Larry moved the walkway ladder from the side up to the front. And Larry's in the building looking for screws. And the chickens followed him right in. We have 8 chickens, but yesterday we could only find 7. And we looked and looked. And Larry finally found it under this building. And it didn't want to come out. But he got it out, and then he's filled in all the places where they could go under. Right here, I think, is where it was going under, so they can't go under there anymore. This is Thursday, the 15th of October. We had about decided to grow the olive trees in the pots, in a big pot. but it's cooler this morning, and Larry decided he wanted to put it in the ground after all. It's a lot easier to have water. Larry making a little fire to keep the gnats away, smoke them away. Getting the hole bigger, but there's the water level's high here, so about to strike water. Well, we've got two. If it's too wet here, maybe do one in a pot and one out here. Anyway, got a nice hole. We're going to put sand and potting soil in it mixed together. We're mixing up the sand and potting soil to put around it and in the bottom. But that much water has already came into the hole. It'll be good during dry weather, but I don't know about wet. I think olive trees like to be well drained. We've got the potting soil with the sand in the bottom. And there it is in the hole. It was just planted in the loose stuff and just all fell apart. Now
I think that'll be good for now.
staking it. Gonna fill in some more dirt around it, kind of slope the rain to run off of it. I like to put on my gnat and mosquito veil when I'm outside working. Makes it a lot more comfortable, and wear long sleeves and gnats don't get at me so much. Yeah, what do you think? It's planted. We put the clay on top. We were thinking if the water's coming up from the bottom, don't need too much going in from the top. And there it is. He's going to put some pine straw mulch around it. This is Thursday, the 15th of October. Our bananas are still green. We're just leaving them on the tree. Larry picked our first orange off our tree, and it's good. We ate half of it. So, we'll have fresh oranges right out of the yard. Here's our little Satsuma orange tree. Larry said he counted about 40 oranges on it, and we picked about 6 or 7 today, or 7 or 8. They're just loaded, and the one we ate was good. Larry went and got more sand. Got it here in the bed of the truck. He's going to use it, because we used all the sand that we had in the olive tree, so he'll use this in the other olive tree we're getting ready to plant. And he'll use it in the greenhouse and in the garden. We're about ready to plant tree number 2. Got the soil mixed up just about. Got the hole, all the dirt came out of the hole, and there's no water in this hole, it's drier. Here's our olive tree now that it's all planted and staked. Still have to mulch around it. Tomatoes are growing. Larry says it's time to pick these. Well, it's time to end my video. This is the 15th. Need to post it in the morning. Looks like we might get a little rain. I'd like to get just a little bit on the olive tree out there. I'll leave you with something pretty to look at. Good night. God bless.